Boopity scoopity boop boop. Here I come. Here I come down the stairs. Hello, how we doing tonight? Welcome to the stand-up show. It's a comedy. Nothing's funny about this. You're not here to be funny. Look how off-center that angle is. It doesn't matter. We're here. We're here. We're queer. Okay, maybe we're not queer. We can be. But we're not. But we can be. But we're not. What are we talking about? Who knows? I don't know. It's 11:22. I'm still not even set up. Takes me forever just to get comfortable here. Let me catch my breath. All right, we're good. Good enough. Is this good? I'm starting to care less and less about how it's set up. It's good. Looks good. We spent less time setting it up. It's good. It's progress. Welcome to the show. Welcome, everybody. You're all welcome here. Even if you don't feel welcome, even if you don't like this place, you're welcome. You're only not welcome here if you start spitting in my face. But anywhere else, we're okay. We're okay with you spitting anywhere else but my face. What do we do here? I like to say this every episode, but we're here to read a book. But I like to talk before we get into the scripture, the reading, the material. We talk about our day. We say hello. Who it be? It's me. It's Kyle. And it's you. And it's I. And there's a whole thing happening because you're listening. This wouldn't be happening, but it would be. If an elephant falls in the woods, does anyone hear it? That type of thing? Is that the saying? No, it's not. All right, let's drink some caffeine. Sit back. We got our new tonic. We got it. Get cozy. Get comfortable. Get wild. Oh, wait. Let's zoom in. Zoom in shots. Zoop. Is that too zoomed in? There we go. Too zoomed in. We'll stick. We gotta stay in the shot. There we go. Is everything looking golden? Good and golden. You can see everything. Here's the new tonic. A little shot. Oh. You don't know until you gotta get yourself one. Go buy some. Oh, you guys gotta get one. Go try it. It's an experience. I'm not making money. I genuinely love tonic. And I'm not loyal to brands. I don't care about brands. I care about if things, work or not, if they're comfortable. I'm not loyal to anything. Once you start being, shitty, I don't know what I'm talking about. Try a new tonic. I gotta give some to the TV, Kyle. Ring. Hello, Powerpuff Girls? You know the mayor, remember? Powerpuff Girls? They have a red phone. I just remembered that just now. Why do I remember these things? I don't know. Correlations, colors. I'm hot. I'm sweaty. About to get naked. Wouldn't be the first time. We are recording. Dude, the last talk sesh, I had a mini fucking heart attack because I went to hit the stop recording and like an invalid code popped up on my camera. It's like, did I just lose? What happened? Because I can never get back this is all authentic. There's nothing scripted here ever. So if I lose something, it's like I lost a moment, a memory in time. It would be like this. I know it's recording though. It'd be like, this is gone. Like, I can't go back. And if it ever happens, I'm not coming back down here. I'm like, you ain't getting anything this week. And I'm probably lying. I probably would force myself and be like, I gotta do something. I gotta have something out. It's nature now. I have to show up and put it could be dog shit, but something's gotta come out. I gotta come out. I gotta release some energy. All right? So we're here. What's going on? I'm getting text, making sure we're keeping up. Important stuff. You'll figure out about that stuff in some upcoming videos. More surprises, more adventures. We got stuff going on. I know. But it'll get announced in due time. Nothing exciting. Nothing exciting. I say that all the time. Nothing's exciting. When is life really? God damn it! I forgot to hit record. When is life ever exciting? All right, we're good. Good. Could be a little bit more zoomed in. There's an art to this madness. It might not look like it, but there is an art. There's something happening. Was saying. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. What were we talking about? Pick up the conversation. Say something back to me. Yeah, life's not always exciting. Yeah, I don't know. Let's read the book. I want to get through this episode because it's already 11:30. Let's get down to the juice. I don't got anything else to tell you anyway. I'm here to put in my work. Clock in, clock out type of thing. Cock in, cock out. All right, what's this week's? It's week 3, letting go. Oh yeah, I was excited to come back to letting go. There you go. You got the memo. Where's it at? The Art of Letting Go. It's a good song actually, by Stone Temple Pilots. The Art of Letting Go. But week 3, life completely unhindered by anything manifest as pure activity. I don't know what that even meant. Life completely unhindered by anything manifest as pure activity. I guess that would mean, I'm taking that as like going in with no expectations, no like nothing, no sort of expectation, no thought on the thing you're doing. Just the result of that going into that thing is pure activity. Life completely unhindered by anything manifest as pure activity. So I'm taking it as, I don't know, I'm not a fucking scientist, mathematician, I don't know, what do you call it, interpreter? I don't know. By Kosho Ukuyama. Oh, I'm sorry, we're getting so speedy into things. We gotta get the beef jerky stick into the system before we... Very flavorful. God damn. Took about a good minute. I don't do these kind of things off camera, okay? That was for the camera. Maybe I do. I don't know. We gotta have some sort of action going on, so something obscene, like, whoa, that guy swallowed a beef jerky stick without chewing. That'll be my next stunt. So good. So good. I'm sad when it's all over because the drink's it's over within 20 minutes, and I look forward to this every day. It's such a short thing to look forward to, but you gotta let it hit every taste bud just right. You gotta swoosh it in the right places. All right, stay. No Dax. Should I go get her? She's probably sleeping on the couch. She'll come up naturally. She's still recouping from the tail. I'm just surprised she's not down here. She's meowing all day while I was at the computer. All right, let's continue on. I gotta keep my face in the shot. All right, we're good? Everything solid? We're rolling. Let's get through this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 pages. That's a lot. Bear with me, for my reading is not professional. Oh, that was the week. Letting go. Today is actually, so the week is the theme. We got today. Day 15. Where are you at? There you are. Can't see you because I got the camera set up weird. Looking at you over here. We got, what is that? It says, what if this were easy? On the false allure of effort. I like where this is going. Not everything that is more difficult is more metrosis. God damn it. Hit me with words already. Give me a second. One second. Meteorosis. Let's see if I said this right. Meritorious. Deserving reward or praise. Meritorious. Who the fuck wants praise anyway? Shit's lame. Everybody claps for you when it's too late. Not everything that is more difficult is more meritorious. So just because something's more difficult doesn't mean it deserves more praise. Something like that. Let's see where we're going. Let's see what we're getting into. Let's finally read the book. Years ago, while researching a book on the pitfalls of positive thinking, I attended a motivational seminar in a basketball stadium in Texas entitled, appropriately enough, Get Motivated. Needless to say, it was utterly excruciating. In all honesty, I had strongly suspected it would be. That was why I went. As pyrotechnics exploded on stage, disco lights flashed, and energetic rock music blasted from the speaker stacks, we were urged to leap from our seats and shout out how motivated we felt. Asking a British person to do such a thing, of course, a form of torture, and the day didn't improve when the pastor of a mega church took the podium to instruct us to eliminate the word impossible from our vocabularies. But it was only later that it dawned on me that the problem wasn't solely that simplistic cheesiness of get motivated. It lay with me the whole underlying notion of motivation itself. Motivation, I like the topic motivation. Let's see where this goes. Because motivation is temporary. It's temporary, baby. What are you gonna do when you're not motivated? You're not feeling motivated. You gotta do it anyway, motivated or not. Let's see if they say that in the book. Let's see if they skim over that. In the first week of the journey sketched in this book, we explored the benefits of facing the truth of our finitude in a world where overwhelm and distraction threaten constantly to derail us. In the second, I sought to share the insights I've found most helpful of taking bold, imperfect action as a finite human. But there's a danger in all such advice. It risks implying that taking meaningful action is necessarily a tough or complex challenge. If it were straightforward and effortless, why would anyone need advice? And in one sense, for finite humans, life certainly is a tough challenge. You've got severely limited time and limited control, necessitating hard choices and a tolerance for imperfection and uncertainty. That is life right there. Good job. But it's equally true that often the real challenge in building an accomplished and absorbing life is learning to let go. The art of letting go. Not making things happen through willpower or effort, but cultivating the willingness to stand out of the way and let them happen instead, which is our focus this week. I think that's all something we can all practice every day. It's an everyday thing. It's not like you just, once you let go, you let go. You gotta let go all the time. Reoccurring, daily task, it's a daily thing. Consider the basic model of human nature implicit in an event like get motivated, and the idea that worthwhile actions are things you have to motivate yourself in order to do. It's one that assumes you'll never need to gin yourself up, to fill yourself with the necessary supply of energy and self-discipline. If you're to avoid sliding back in your default setting of lassitude and time wasting, what is lassitude? Why can't we just say things simply? Lassitude. So, a lack of energy, being stuck in a state. Alright, I'll forget that word. See, I would just say I'm feeling weak. Be like, it's lassitude. So, if you're avoiding sliding back into your default setting of latitude and time wasting, it may also imply that you'll need to regularly replenish that supply, which is hardly a problem from a business point of view for the purveyors of motivational seminars, books, and the like. Meaningful accomplishment on this account takes effort, and filling yourself with motivation is one important way to render yourself willing and able to put effort in. And filling yourself with motivation is one important way to render yourself willing and able to put that effort in. At first glance, this seems plausible, if somewhat disciplinarian. But in fact, as a way of thinking about your relationship to action, it's a disaster. By defining meaningful tasks as those that always require exertion, and you as the kind of person who needs pushing and prodding to do them, it turns daily life into ongoing internal battle between the kind of person you'd like to be, energetic, productive, and the kind of person you privately fear yourself to be at the core, prone to backsliding at the first opportunity. Going through your days in this spirit causes multiple problems, the most obvious being that it makes you much less likely to do satisfying things you'd otherwise have done, and that would have been easy because you persuaded yourself they won't be. Arranging a social gathering, setting up a landing page for your business, booking a trip, in principle, any of these might prove to be work of moments. That feeling of needing to overcome a looming obstacle of effort might be premised on an illusion. Moreover, on those occasions when you do take action, you do so with more exertion and nervous energy than was really required, because it feels like putting in the effort is inherently virtuous in itself. That's a message we began receiving early in life. My mom used to get really upset at what she perceived as my half-assing. Reads one splendid anonymous comment on a Washington Post article by the advice blah blah blah. I'm 48 now, have a PhD, and a thriving and influential career, and I still think there's a very, very little that's worthy of applying my whole entire ass. I'm not interested in burning myself out by whole assing stuff that will be fine if I half or quarter ass it. Being able to achieve maximum economy of ass is an important adult skill. This is good stuff. Funny. The final hazard in the idea that if something matters, it must take effort, that it leads by seemingly reasonable but entirely bogus reverse logic. See, the assumption whatever takes effort must matter. Collapsing on the sofa at the end of the long day spent deep cleaning your home or organizing all your digital files into an orderly hierarchy of folders, it's easy to conclude that you must have used your time well. Consider how exhausted you feel. Perhaps Your home could have waited another month for a deep clean, and maybe you should have never have bothered organizing your files at all, because the search function on your computer is amply good enough to track things down when you need to find them. And instead of asking how to summon the energy or motivation or self-discipline to do something that matters to you, it's often more helpful to ask, what if this might be a lot easier than I'd been assuming? Ironically, this isn't generally an easy question to bring yourself to ask. It feels like cheating, or else it seems obvious to you that the output you'd produce, were you to approach life in this manner, would lack value. So it takes guts. You have to be willing to let it be easy, as Elizabeth Gilbert puts it. Certainly many tasks and situations are legitimately difficult in themselves, even distressing. The point isn't to deny that reality, but to avoid worsening it. And especially not to turn the fact that life can be difficult into a judgment of inadequacy of your part. So what I'm getting so far from this chapter is that we just get in the way of ourselves. We just get in the way of ourselves a lot of times. Make things more difficult than we assume they'll be. We assume they're going to be difficult, we go to do it, and then we're like, this isn't even that bad. This is even that bad. I used to do that a lot when I worked at a gym. I used to dread going there, but it was more so like the shift. I was tired of third shift. Working third shift was gay. But it was never that bad once you're there. It's only going there. And that's the same idea that we do everything in life, all our tasks. Nothing's really that hard, most of the time. I'm not saying everything. And it's almost like they're saying, let go, do the thing, let it just take hold of you, let it go. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work itself out. Do the thing. Keep doing the thing. That's it. This is the best advice right there. Do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing you're supposed to be doing. That covers everybody. You can say that. Yeah, duh. It's a blanket statement. Covers everybody. I'm not wrong. Do the thing you're supposed to be doing. All right, where were we? The entrepreneur and podcaster Tim Ferriss phrases the question slightly differently. What would this look like if this were easy? That puts the focus on specifics, on actions you could undertake. What would this look like if life were easy? That puts the focus on specifics, on actions you could undertake. And of course, the idea isn't to imagine some parallel dimension in which a task might be easy, but to permit yourself to consider the possibility that it might in fact be easy in this one. The New Age author Julia Rogers Hamrick once wrote a book, Choosing Easy World, in which she argues it's as simple as repeating a mantra. I choose to live an easy world, where everything is easy. When some daunting challenges barrels into view, just decide that you're going to experience it as easy instead. Not a bad way to look at things. Something comes up, something difficult even comes up, just go about it the easiest way you can. Like, I'm gonna take the easy approach, and then it's not really like cheating or anything. It's not like you're copping out and trying like, oh, I want an easy life, but it's taking difficult situations and just looking for the best outlook on them and be like, I'm gonna figure out how to get over this as easy as I can, and then you just go through that whatever that is you're in. You get through it. You get through it. All right? There's nothing about it. All right. Easy world. Choose easy world. Or you could just say, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? I want it to be hard. I'm going to go the hardest way. When some daunting challenge barrels into view, just decide that you're going to experience it as easy instead. I realize that sounds like the worst kind of denial of human limitation. It's like what I was just saying. As if you could get your way merely by commanding the universe to fall in line with your desires. In fact, though, it can be surprisingly effective because it functions not as a mystical command to the universe, but as a reminder to yourself not to fall into the old habit of adding complications or feeling of unpleasant exertions where neither needed existing. See, they said it better than I was trying to say that same thing. But yeah, listen to that. Might as well be optimistic about things. It's a better way to walk through life. Just me, or you could be nihilistic and say, this world sucks and it ain't getting better and I'm gonna go down with it. Might as well go down with a smile. Even if it's fake. Your brain will think it's happy. Or you can just go psycho mode. Alright, Patrick Bateman. And we do that all the time. When I fail to take action on things I care about, the reason is sometimes that I lacked the time or couldn't summon the willpower. But it's at least as likely to be because I spooked myself with versions of the perfect result I thought I needed to achieve, or assumptions about the difficulties involved, thereby blocking action that would otherwise have flowed naturally. See, that goes back to the half-assing and full-assing. half-assing something is better than not doing it at all. So you might as well half-ass it through something because it's probably gonna get done and it's gonna be better than you even thought. So go ahead and half-ass it, because half-assing it might get you ahead of like 80% of people. That's how easy it is to get ahead of people these days. You can quarter-ass it. Give yourself a 20, you don't even need half a cheek, all right? So quarter-ass it, or however you wanna slice it. 10% assing it is getting you ahead of the rest. Remember that. That's anything. It's going to the gym, picking up a hobby, picking up an instrument. How many people you know around you that are doing anything except talking about their favorite Netflix show? There's nothing wrong with that. Netflix is fun. I like watching shows, but I'm just saying that's all they do. Now you feel attacked? Well, good. Maybe you should get up and learn a skill. Learn how to yo-yo. All right. For example, I must apparently keep relearning the lessons that when I'm preparing to give a public talk. The best approach is go for a walk. We're on the last page. Are you still here? Did you get bored? You made it here. Sorry. No, I'm not. But you're here. Okay, you're still here. You're here. Prove me wrong. You can't. You're still here. If you're gone by now, these somehow kept you locked in. All right, let's finish it. Fuck, I lost where I was at. Oh yeah, preparing to give a public talk, the best approach is go for a walk with a notebook. List the options that seem most compelling to me, put them in a sensible order, then practice a few times, enough to get feel for the talk, but not enough to render it stilted or rote. Is that like just broke? Like shit? Stilted or rote? That just sounds like garbage and like stuck. Stilted or rote. Formal, repetitive, unnatural. Kind of. I was online. I was like stuck. Anything more involved than that is asking for trouble. The end result will be worse, and I vividly recall the moment I realized I'd been complicating my son's 5th birthday party, which had come to feel like a significantly stressful undertaking. What the stress really signaled, I saw, was that I cared about the project, which is entirely different from saying that it needed to be complex or effortful. He's circling back on just because something's really important doesn't mean it needs to have a lot of effort applied. It doesn't need to be difficult. I like this example because it's actually quite challenging to think of anything less difficult than making a success of a 5-year-old's birthday party. It's not a tough crowd. If you can get hold of pizza and ice cream and order some balloons with LEDs, the truly difficult thing would be to screw it up. What a great ending. Great examples to process in the brain and be like, oh yeah, I get it. That's a good way of putting it. It's a good way of putting it. Right? Good job, guys, for showing up. You did it. You came here. You listened. Good job. Give yourself... Don't do that. That's stupid. Why are you clapping? Why are you listening to me? Next week, if you show up here, you're looking at day 16, the reverse golden rule on not being your own worst enemy. Ooh. I feel that. You're your own worst enemy. Who isn't? You're your own... You gotta live with this motherfucker. You. Not me. You don't gotta live with me, but you gotta live with you. Yeah, we're all our... You know how the mind works. You have one. Listen to it. Or don't. I don't know. Drink's almost done. Got a little bit of swig left. Another great episode. It's weird to call these episodes, but they're episodes. They're a thing now. They're a thing. They're here to stay. It's weird. I enjoy them. I just say that it's weird because I never seen this happen. I don't even know how I got here. I don't know how I'm here. How did I get here? Talking Heads. This is my beautiful house. This is my wife. And then the days go by. Dude, that's a perfect shower song. Go listen to that song in the shower and thank me later. Talking Heads. I don't know the name of the song, but you know the song. You can Google it with that. Talking Heads. And then the days go by. You Google it. It's a good song. It's a great song. Used to listen when I moved out. I used to shower to that song like religiously. Now I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna be showering to that tonight. If you're curious what I'm doing tonight, so 9 o'clock tonight. If you want to come and murder me in the shower, that's what I'll be doing. It'll be a great way to go. Then the days go by. I don't know how you do it. Throw a toaster in there. Way to do it. All right. I actually got some text here. My phone was going off. Business stuff. Business endeavors. All right. I'm gonna go get this together. I don't want this video to be long because, the longer I stay here, the longer I'm in the editing. I'm doing all the boring stuff. This is the fun stuff. But goodbye, farewell, Until we meet again. I don't know what that's from. Goodbye. Until we meet again. Where's that from? Why is that in my head? Goodbye, farewell, until we meet again. Is that a thing? Maybe it's not a thing. Anyway, I won't see you. You'll see me in the next one. Tomorrow's Friday. So you'll see me on Saturday. You know how it goes around here. Ooh.